Welcome, friends. It's Wednesday, and as always, we are with you for another bit of Disney magic, memories, and you. From wherever in the world you're joining us, welcome. And we all hope you enjoy a little bit of the Great British Mickey Waffle. I'm trying to keep a straight face so far, because if you've seen the subject matter, it's maybe best to say we're going to be taking a journey around the parks and explore the loo, the restroom, the toilet, the bog, the latrine, the toilet, whatever you call them. They really do take the no, before anyone starts their jokes, not the John, I hasten to add. And yes, we really are going to talk about those places that most park maps miss out, and somehow no one ever thinks to do a TripAdvisor review of all the places we're going to talk about. Yet, we'll strive to bring parts of Walt Disney World to you that nobody else dares mention, apart from maybe one other person who stole our idea in the first place. But hey, I'm not going to go there, and I won't give them a plug, because actually it was our idea to start with. So just get that out there straight away. Anyway, welcome to my fellow Wafflers with more information about spending a penny, or is that maybe spending a few cents? But who would know with the exchange rate the way it is? But anyway, it's a family-friendly show. So I'm saying nothing on my own, because I get into trouble and I actually need other people as backup and merely as witnesses to what I say. There you go. I'm on the naughty step already. That's
put you down with Claire.
Back where we belong, Claire.
I know. We're teaming it tonight. It's
exactly.
How
are you?
I'm okay, thank you. It has been a long week, and it's only Wednesday.
It's because it's never stopped raining over here. I've not seen so much rain. I'm going to go and build an ark.
We've still got a hosepipe ban.
Yeah.
How can we have a hosepipe ban? It's torrential.
Yeah, I'll send you some. I'll send you some of the rain we've had. Goodness. Yeah, Ben and Becca, welcome to you guys. Are you all right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Claire, I can't believe it's Wednesday. I was hoping it'd be Friday by now.
It feels like it should be Friday by now.
It does, yeah. But the thing is, though, it's that dark. I don't know if anyone, normally, right, because we have this thing called sunlight, which hasn't really happened today. It feels like about mid-November.
Yeah.
And so we even had to put the heat. We even had to put the heating on. It was that cold.
Oh no,
it wasn't that bad.
No.
Yeah.
Now might not be the time to make sure you wear shorts.
Grim up north. Speaking of being grim and being up north, Peter and Jill, you're in sunny Wales, where hopefully the sun has been splitting the flags and actually everyone's there on their holidays.
It's not been too bad. It's not been too bad today. It's rained heavily, but at the moment it's quite dry.
It looks glorious.
Can you send something down south?
Yeah.
I've got some twice today, so
everyone's heading to Wales as we speak. That's it. M62 is
I got
absolutely
soaked lunchtime. Yeah.
Although apparently my sister is in the wettest place in the country. I'm originally from Preston, and Preston has been in Lancashire, and Preston's been the wettest place in the country this week.
So there you go.
In fact, possibly the wettest place on history.
I just
so
like
there you go.
Just feel
July has apparently been the hottest
of the world ever.
The hottest place globally overall. Where us in the UK we're going, it's cold and wet.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't believe any of that.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on all that stuff, Ben. Goodness. I'm even teaching the kids how not to believe anything that you're told. When people say, "Oh, it's the hottest ever," it's rubbish. I was alive in 1976, and the summer of 76 was red hot. So don't go telling me it's never happened
Okay.
before. So
Wouldn't
there you
they?
go.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
76,
Followed by
it's
the
in the
coldest
history
winter.
books.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Peter. Just wait and see what's going to happen this winter. That's it.
Yeah.
Snow,
Can't wait.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Give us a.
How British are we just talking about the weather?
The weather.
Weather.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
look,
It's
Anna's
gotta be done.
Anna's just said that in
Gotta
the
be done.
chat.
It has, yeah.
All we
This
need
is-
is a
Staying on
cup of
brand.
tea and talking about
Stay on
weather.
brand.
Let's move on.
And everybody's healthy.
Doesn't grumble. Yeah.
Who have we got in the chat other than Anna?
The chat has been really busy, and loads of people were in before we even pressed that.
We've got a new style of
Yeah.
banner coming up. What's that
Yeah.
banner?
Ooh.
I don't know.
I don't know. It looks good. I quite like it though.
Yay.
Hey,
Hi,
thing
Jane.
is though,
Hi, Jane.
thing is, Claire, if Ben doesn't know, we're in trouble. Because it means the next time we get left alone to do all of this, we're really stuffed because it'll come up and it'll look completely different on the screen. But yeah, anyone watching on YouTube, I would change your avatar now. Change your avatar now because it shows your avatar really large.
It does.
There you go.
Mm.
So yeah, Port of Travel. There you go. Advertising subliminally in the left-hand corner. There you go.
Hi,
So the
Butch.
more Port of Travel talk tonight, the more advertising they get on the show. That's even better because
We can start
they're
charging.
good friends.
start
They're good
charging.
friends of ours. They're good friends of ours.
Hey,
Butch
Hi,
is,
Wendy.
Wendy.
That's good. I can't see that. There you go. I'm going to scroll down here.
No, Wendy.
Number one
Hey,
show
Sean.
today.
Sean's with us.
Let's see if we can make it the number one show.
There is going to be a lot of ridiculous bathroom puns, I think, as we go
Number
through
one
this
for
one.
number twos and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of those things.
Let's get it out the way.
Sean.
Hey, Sean.
There you go. Good to see you,
Heather
Sean.
is here. Nice to see
Hi,
her.
Heather.
Hi there.
With Edna. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Hello,
Here we go.
Andy.
Anna.
Fantastic.
If you're in the
Good
chat,
evening, all.
if you're watching and you haven't said hello, feel free to. If you don't want to say hello,
Yes.
that's fine too.
Oh, I've got
Yeah,
Sam. She said hello. Nice to see you.
Hi,
Sam. Yeah. You can be a ninja watcher or you can join in and we'd love to.
Yeah.
You are.
Okay, I'm just
And
going to
if-
sit here and ninja watch.
No, you
And
have
if-
to
and
help
if you-
present the
if you-
I
show.
won't say anything.
Yeah. If you're watching after we've been live, you've got no other choice but to ninja watch anyway. So it's just like it's one of them. Or worse still, if you're listening on the podcast, which is out on Friday morning, because the podcast version of this goes out. Just say hello to yourself if you're busy, maybe at the gym or you're in the car. Yeah, we know you're listening. Thank you for.
Can you imagine listening to this one at the gym?
Yes.
No,
Just-
not really.
just-
You're going to need
No.
to be running to the loo.
Yes.
That would mean I'd have to imagine going to the gym. I don't particularly fancy.
A nightmare enough, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're a ninja watcher, do you have to watch whilst completing an obstacle course?
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Or like Ninja Warrior.
Yes.
We won't make
You
you,
got
don't
it.
worry.
Yeah.
Right. John.
Right.
We're
Here
going
we
to
go.
talk
We're
about
gonna-
the John.
Yeah, and we're going to sort of try and keep it as positive as we can. That's because we're that kind of people, aren't we? Because,
I
Yeah.
love it.
See, the last
We're going
time
to try
we
and
did,
keep it as family friendly as
and the
possible
last time
as
we
well.
did this sort of topic was 4 years ago.
April
Oh,
2020. I looked it
oh
up
my
this morning.
word! Was
The
it
backside
was
of
it
Over
water
3 years.
was the name of the show that we did.
that
April
long?
2020. And we had a long conversation about the best and the worst loos.
And actually, it's still pertinent today because it's the one thing I think a load of people don't actually put a little bit of thought into, because there are some absolutely fantastic places to go in all the parks, all the resorts, but there are some that you just want to avoid. And I was going to say avoid like the plague, but actually there's some of them you feel as if you come out and you've got a bit of plague as well.
Yeah.
So
There are some that you want
they
to
are
have a
some-
shower
yeah.
when you exit.
Yeah.
And actually, it was
Yeah.
Morgan who said to me earlier, I put it in the Mickey Waffle chat stream, maybe we should have taken Stacey's approach and done 10 things to know before you have to go.
There you go.
Indeed. Yes.
Oh, I love that. That's really good.
That's I think that's a grand title. I think that's, we should have that as a subheader for the show.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think that's a
Hi,
really,
Dan.
really good. Hey, Dan.
There are
I
definitely
think it's a really good one.
places
So
to go. and places not
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
So let's start in Magic Kingdom, because actually I'm going to just throw it out there, because given how many people are in Magic Kingdom every single day, and depending on your routine, I think is probably the polite way to say it. There are some places that you just don't want to actually involve yourself with, and I think the recurring theme to this is going to be those places quite close to the park entry, because obviously, you've had that. Some children have had that exciting build up to, they've had to be on the monorail or in a queue to get through the top stile, and they are desperate to go to the toilet. So again, you tend to find that they're the places that get busiest during the day. We're going to try and find some of the places that are a little bit more hidden, a little bit more friendly to the nose. I think is probably the better way of describing it.
Oh my life!
So yeah, Magic Kingdom. Come on,
In
guys.
the chat, tell us where your
Yeah.
top places are.
Do
I
you know
know.
what? I've got one, and
Go on.
it's everyone likes the tangled toilets, and I know we're going to talk about them. But there's
Yeah.
one that I've actually got a picture of one that I didn't realise I must have taken years ago.
Yeah.
Can anyone guess where this is?
Where in the world?
Is that the one by Pinocchio's? Because the women's are a lot more boring than that.
That is the one by Gaston's.
Gaston.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
The one that's hidden at the back. Where
Yeah.
it's not. It is. You've got the fountain and you've got Gaston's Tavern, and it's just to the right.
Yeah.
And it's something that it's so quiet. There's hardly ever a queue, and it's one that everyone's so focused where Tangled is. They know where they are. I think it's
Walking down an extra few minutes.
yeah.
I think that's
a
the
little
key
less
to all
busy.
this. It's finding the toilets that are a little less used by people. That's a really good one, Ben. I must say that was certainly on my list of must mentions for tonight. Just purely, I've never taken a photograph inside a toilet. I hasten to add. I think that's
What
worth
I've
saying
taken
as
was
well.
the upper class lounge version. So
I definitely have. I've got photos of the Tangled toilets somewhere. And I know that we had a conversation earlier. I follow a really cool Instagram account, which is at www_bathrooms. So they've got
as opposed to at WC bathrooms.
Right. Every day they have so much content about the bathrooms in Walt Disney World. I love it. It's one of those things. They rate them and they give updates on refurbs and things like that. So
And it's not just the bathrooms themselves; it's like the signage.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's the theming and all of that stuff. It's actually a very cool Instagram account. So
that's good. I'll go on, Claire. Go on. You go first.
No, you go. I'll wait.
I was just going to mention, because we mentioned theming, I was just going to put it out there because I've already made a comment about young children being sort of not the most delicate when they, particularly young boys, when they go to the toilet. However, the toilets at Storybook Circus and the theming within are absolutely superb.
Yeah.
And if you've never noticed, go and just look. I've only been in the gents. I've heard that the ladies is quite as exquisite as well, but it's got like train tracks that run right the way down the middle of the gents' toilets. Beautifully designed.
But
it's just the way it's meant. It just fits beautifully with exactly that, and it's one that stands out.
And this is
right at the back
topic
of
that
the
will
area,
go along
aren't they?
tonight,
Yeah.
where a lot of stuff is about theming that they didn't have to add in, but actually it makes the difference. They could have just had plain walls, nothing decorative inside. Yeah, very plain. And it's nice that the theming is carried from outside and the area inside.
Yeah, and that's a prime example of it. It's it is one of those that you kind of go to and you think, okay, I can see what you were trying to do there, and also it keeps the theme in. And Peter, I think you were spot on. You were saying it's right at the very back. It becomes part of the railway station, and so again, lots of people miss that it's there, but it's actually a really good one to go and check out. Claire, sorry.
No, and Wendy
very,
stole
very
mine.
rudely.
It's all right. I don't mind. Wendy stole
that's
mine.
all right.
She said the toilets
Oh,
are the behind
Yes.
Pirates of the Caribbean because people
Because
don't
no
know
one
they're
knows
there.
they're there.
So they're never busy.
They're a
Um,
nice. They're clean.
Yeah, they're clean. They're quiet.
Quiet.
And yeah, so don't tell anyone about them.
No. And also,
they're
there are
well
stop on the
themed.
Keys to the Kingdom tour.
Ah.
But they're
Spoiler
good.
alert.
But I think
Yeah.
the other place that is worth mentioning is, for lots of reasons, is upstairs in Columbia Harbour House.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
didn't
I was going to
know
say
there
that.
was a bathroom in there.
Ah,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
see,
Ah.
that's
And
the
that's
point.
the key. It's the key part to this. And actually, I think that's one of the things that, in some ways, it's trying to find your little stop-off point that you can rely on without going to the places where the masses are. And I think one of the best ones is, again, right beside Peter Pan and the restrooms in that area.
I was going to bring up those. Yeah.
Yeah, but years ago we were there, and the kids were much smaller, and we had this rather nice cast member who would cottoned on to the fact that some scallywag, let me say, had climbed under. Well, basically locked
Such
all
a
the
scarce
doors.
word.
I know that's a great word, isn't it? But had locked all the doors in the toilet and then climbed under. And so the cast member didn't feel as if it was appropriate for him to do it. So came looking for a family-friendly, sort of nice, smiley people who could send their children like a bit like a child's
Chimney sweep.
A chimney sweep to
Toilet
go
sweep.
and unlock all the.
Which
all
one
the,
of your children did you nominate for that, John?
Both. See, I said both of them. Right.
Of course you did.
Yeah. So cast members out. Right. So we did that. Cast member, come with me. So we ended up. We got the little golden tickets that they make out for fast passes and things like that. We got 2 lots of them.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like, there you go. Result.
That's a really unique experience, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's something the boys will remember.
Well, the kids don't forget it, but I
No,
must say, we did actually, in the days before hand sanitizer, I think they went and dipped their hands in bleach, I think, by the time that we came out and stuff. But it was, but it's just one of them weird things that, you never forget certain things to do with toilets at Walt Disney World.
Yes, I think you'd never forget that, no.
But completely different. And,
Wow.
and they're not the best toilets. I think if it was later in the day, we'd have definitely said, no, you're all right, mate. We're not, we'll pass on that. But it was quite early. It was very quiet in the park, so I felt it's okay. Go and see if you can be helpful to cast members. Yeah. Any others? Magic Kingdom.
I know the ones by Space Mountain have just been refurbed.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, there's been some nice photos of them online. So
that's a good start.
I will go and take one for the team.
As it were.
Because usually the ones in Tomorrowland are awful.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the ones at Cosmic Rays are just like avoid.
Yeah, and the ones around
That's
by
just like those cosmic rays. Just avoid it.
ones round by is it Auntie Gravity's ice
Yeah,
cream
again,
shop?
they're
They're
pretty
just
aren't they?
terrible.
Yeah.
Mark, welcome. You've absolutely
Hi,
nailed
Mark.
it. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? You get to choose what the interior design of the loos looks like. I mean,
my
that's
word. Yeah.
I just say
pretty
it's
cool
a fluff job.
and yeah, I think you're probably right. They probably do have the worst variety of toilets. You do have to, John. You said there's one on Tomorrowland Terrace that you swear by, which is you have to sometimes sneak under the barrier to get to it. Just
again, it's because it.
Oh, is that by the when party is where?
Right round the back, because there's another quite well used.
The other ones.
They're horrible.
Yeah,
right next
by the plaza.
By the plaza.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're very well used, but if you actually go into the terrace,
and
you have to be a little bit cheeky at times, but right on the right hand side, head to the very back. And
Yep.
strangely enough, there's toilets there which are sparkly clean, waiting for a corporate do that night or something like that, you know. But
Yeah.
Wait for people
just-
to spend $100 on
Like
a
you-
dessert party.
yeah, but if you go during the day, they're absolutely
Yeah.
sparkling clean, so it's just like it's well worth it.
I've heard good reports from the ones at someone at Skipper Canteen.
Oh,
Yes.
they're cool. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
well themed
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But the ones on the walkthrough between Adventureland and Liberty Square are pretty. They're well used. A lot of traffic on those ones.
Yeah,
Yes.
but they're also, I've got to say that they're actually, you kind of smell them before you arrive at them. And
it takes your eyes a while to
Yeah.
adjust as well, because it's really dark in that tunnel.
Yeah.
And then you go in and
Yeah.
you come out and you're like, I can't actually see for like 3 or 4 minutes, which doesn't help.
Yeah.
We go to a different
No.
park, which has got nicer loos, please.
Should we go to
where
Monorail
should
and go to
we
Epcot?
go?
Where did you say? Epcot.
Should we go to Epcot? Should we go to
Yeah.
Monorail?
Yeah.
Go to
No,
Epcot?
I
On the
think
monorail.
Epcot's
Monorail
got
smells like a
nicest
loo.
bathrooms.
Yeah.
Alejandro de la Puertas. There we go. On the monorail. You could just guess, couldn't you? Yeah. Epcot. Goodness. Where do we start with this? Right, come on, keep it positive. John.
Round the corner from the Odyssey building.
They've just
Yeah,
had
they're hardly
they've had a
used.
The
makeover.
ones
for
in the
wine
Odyssey
festival
building are
as
actually
well.
quite nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the other side.
It's just the other side of the entrance, isn't it?
Yes.
Next to where they have the first aid and the childcare centre, and they've just had
Yeah.
a massive makeover for food and wine. So,
Yeah.
So
I'll
good.
have to pop
Well-
in and see them.
Well, they were great before, so
Yeah.
I think if we carry on Round World Showcase, the next ones we've got to are Norway.
Oh, they're fab.
They
Yeah,
are
I think they're
lovely.
one of the best ones in the park.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that they are.
Quiet,
They're quiet,
theming's
they're
incredible.
clean.
But
The
again,
theming's really
yeah,
brilliant.
it's that thing. People don't know that they're there, and actually, they're a bit early on the drinking around the world.
It's all about capacity planning, John. You have to
I
be
know.
strategic. I think Norway is a really a well themed.
Yeah.
I was going to say experience. The doors are very cool. You know, it fits into the area so well.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't. Yeah, it just feels like part of the whole.
It feels like you've gone into a Norwegian lodge.
Mark Jones. It
Hi,
is
Mark.
so good to see you. You've come.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You've come for the right
This-
show.
heard.
All the shows
He
to be able
heard.
to say this is the one. Carrying on around World Showcase, where do we get to next? The next one's probably at the other side of Germany, between the German Pavilion and the Train Garden,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
which
They're
are
not
Okay.
They're not
sometimes
bad.
a bit busy. They're not bad.
they're quite busy and they're not particularly pleasant.
Yeah.
Depends on how busy they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
probably avoid.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, if you keep going, Italy. I always I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of loos in Tuto Italia. So I don't know what the gents is like because I've not obviously been in there, but the ladies is lots of grey marble everywhere. So the floors, the walls, and the ceiling are all grey marble with lots of mirror. It's like fantastic Italian theming, old age Italian theming, and they're always immaculately clean. So yeah, Tutor Italia loos, which also service Tutor Gusto. Really, really good.
Like you need an excuse to go to Tuto Italia or Tuto Gusto.
Oh, do you know what? I have to say, Tutor Gusto would be my favourite place in Epcot, probably. However, the price increases there have possibly priced it out the market for me now.
Okay.
Really?
It's really obscenely expensive just to go for a drink.
We were there a few weeks ago, and it's very, very expensive.
It cost us. So we went there in March, and we had a drink each. So there's 4 of us. We had a drink each, and you now have to order some sort of food. So we ordered 3 desserts, one of which being mini, so it was a kid's one.
Yeah.
And then my cousin-in-law Simon joined us, who got a beer. So it was 4. Did we have 2 drinks each? Might have done a couple. So I think it was 4 or 5 alcoholic drinks, a soda, and then a couple of desserts, 3 desserts. And it cost us more than a character breakfast for 4 people.
Wow.
Ouch.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So-
a lot, isn't it?
I am going to leave that there.
I think,
So as
I think
nice
what
as
we
the
need-
loos are, I'm not paying that sort of money just to be able to use
No.
them.
I think we need Mark Jones's comment, which is absolutely brilliant. I think we just need to leave that right there as well. It's just like
Dense
that.
Italian
Mark,
marvelous
we have
interesting,
missed
so-
you. I'm so glad you're here.
The use of that word there, Mark, of lots of reverb.
Reverb.
I think that is absolutely classic. I love it.
Move
I think
on.
It's
Let's
so
keep-
fantastic.
Let's keep the movement. And where do we get to
Okay.
next?
America?
American?
Yeah, American ones.
They used to be on the left-hand side, and they used to be quite.
There was both sides.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
was,
Those
yeah.
the ones on the left down now.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because
Ah.
It's
that's
just
where,
the ones on the
um,
right behind
right.
the little gardeny bit.
Yeah,
Yes.
because the ones
the
that
ones on
were
the-
down by what is now Regal
Regal
Eagle
Okay.
weren't open last time I was there.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I like about the ones on the right? I like the fact there's picnic benches there that you can sit and wait for people while they go to the
Yes.
loo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can sit there and just go, you know what, you just go to do what you need to do. I'm just going to be sat here.
There's a
but
thing.
class,
It's like a
it-
waiting area.
but it's
Yeah.
a class people watching place as well. I've got to say, it's a place you can just linger a little longer and just watch people. Usually people is wait until a show comes out, right?
Oh,
So, and you see this mad rush, and you see it's like you can see people. It's that way, and it's like a mad panic. It's just like, oh, and they've obviously been holding it in for a long time, and you think, oh my word, this could be embarrassing.
but yeah, I like the fact there's a place to wait. That makes that's good. Where's next? Japan.
Yeah,
So there's the
No.
loos up by Katsura Grill, which people don't really
Yeah.
know about.
yeah,
Not-
and that's
they're
the
not
way.
great. They're not great. The ladies is
Yeah.
pretty ropey sometimes, but they're usually quiet because people don't know they're there.
Yeah, but
Which
they
is
should be
odd because
better. They
usually
should be
the
better than they
quieter
are.
ones are
Yeah.
the ones that are slightly nicer. I
Mm.
wonder if even the staff have forgotten they're there.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah. But I do feel like Japan doesn't really have any other.
No, I'm
No, it
racking
doesn't,
my
no.
brain.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
You have to go all the way over to Morocco, don't you? Past the other side of the Tangerine
Oh,
Cafe
yeah,
on the left-hand
yeah.
side.
Yeah.
They're okay,
Yeah.
but again, they're like the Germany ones. They're very much just there.
easy.
People popping in and
Yeah.
out all the time.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of traffic.
Mm.
Have we been to the ones in France? The new ones in the Ratatouille area?
Is
Yeah,
that,
don't go
is that
over
near
there.
the places you can get a nice crepe?
Yeah. Quick
Yeah.
Quick crepe.
A quick crepe in Epcot.
Yeah.
If you need
You know what?
you're looking for a
Never
crepe
fail-
in the back of France.
Never
is the place
fails.
to go.
Never fails to
Yeah,
be
never
funny.
fails. Never fails.
When they
Even
first
Gab-
opened, they were really nice.
Are they not? So I haven't been up
Oh,
there.
no.
I've been in the
Very
area, but
nice
I've not
No,
been
now.
in
the theming's
Oh.
really
Theming's
nice now with
lovely.
Disneyland Paris. It sort of
It's
reminds you
true,
of
yeah.
it.
But
Have they got a
smell
real? Have they
awful.
just themed them really well, like Parisian toilets? Is that
Too
is it a
many
genuine?
crepes.
Oh, I
There's
hope
Like the
not.
ones in the Rose
No.
and Crown, they're perfectly
Too many
themed.
crepes. Oh, you spoiled the Rose and Crown for me there, Claire. That was it.
Oh,
That was me token line for the evening. Was the fact
right,
that
I'll take it
they are
back.
so
Just
they
pretend
are
you
so
haven't
well
heard.
themed. Rose and Crown is so well themed. It does smell like a British pub
It really
toilet,
does.
and they're minging,
Oh, dear.
absolutely minging.
Oh dear.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can I just say, Enchanting has said that there are toilets near Katsura.
Yeah, those are the ones
Yeah,
that
that's
are
one.
particularly
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Very
Yeah.
dark. Okay.
Yeah. Very dark.
Yes.
Well, it's a strange thing because you actually think of World Showcase and you think of how many opportunities of restrooms that there are, and actually how many are not that great just simply because they've kind of been an afterthought, and again, I think it's one of them things that even the ones in the Rose and Crown, but you've also got the other ones opposite as part of the British UK pavilion as well, which occasionally, because they're on that walk through, become very busy, and you just get
Yeah.
loads of people stood outside, and you think, "Oh, hang on, there's something happening," but it's not. It's just loads of people waiting on the rest of the party going to the toilet.
Yeah.
I think they've
So-
just been refurbed as well, actually.
Yeah.
They've
Right.
been doing
Not before
They were on to
time.
refurb
I
when we
hasten
were
to
out
add.
there
yeah.
Yeah.
because they opened
Yeah.
up
Now-
some of the cast member ones at the back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you had to go
Oh.
from there out back and then.
Okay.
I don't
Now,
know. I'm
see,
assuming they
if
were
that
cast member
happened,
ones
I would
anyway. They
make
were
a
all-
point. I'd make a point.
Make a
to go
point
to
of
the
going.
toilet. Yeah, it's just so you say you beat the cast members one. with the sake of alienating everyone in Canada, I'm going to move on and just hope and pray that you know when they knocked down half of Epcot, right, and they got rid of the fountain, and they got rid of. Please tell me they got rid of that like plastic porta cabin. Oh, Claire, don't shake your
The
head.
one
like that.
near test track.
The one that just was the most minging place to go to the toilet.
I know the one
one
in
that-
June.
in August.
Back
Yeah, the
water
one.
mouse gear
Yeah,
area.
and
opposite
and
test
the
track.
one that
I
is
know, they're
the
still
one
there.
that
That's still
the
there.
one they wanted. They should get rid of that. It's just the most horrible place, and particularly in August.
Vile.
Yeah.
The heat of the day just does not do any justice, and it certainly does not make them in any way, shape, or form appealing.
No,
I've
not
got
at
to
all.
say, it's not good.
What about the ones around the back of Journey into Imagination?
I was
See,
just
I-
going to
Bit of a
say
walk.
those actually,
But they're really
but
nice.
they're usually clean. They're usually very quiet.
And you can stop and say hello to
technically-
Pooh Bear catching butterflies on
Yeah,
the
and
grass. all
technically they're
day.
fairly well themed for the area as well.
Appropriately enough, yeah.
They have music
And they have music.
in the toilets as well.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, from
That's
the
thoughtful.
yeah, it's
it's not
Is that
famous,
just
is
for-
it?
Is that just for Mark Jones to avoid that reverb sort of feeling?
yeah. I think they're the only ones on property that have music piped in.
I mean, I don't know why. I think having the ambient music outside piped into all of the bathrooms would be quite good.
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
but
To be
It would.
more pleasant for some
Yeah,
situations.
Yeah.
The ones in the seas that
yeah.
are upstairs,
Yeah.
they're a bit hit and miss. Sometimes they're
Yeah.
awful and sometimes they're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you know the ones that?
Does it depend if the tide's in or not?
Yeah, I think it might be.
Oh,
The ones that I hear, and I've never used them. The ones upstairs in the land near Garden Grill. Becca, you've been to Garden Grill. Have you used those ones? Or did you only do half the
you know,
experience?
yes, no,
Yeah.
I have, no,
yes, I think we.
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
Because
okay.
the one downstairs by Soaring are fairly
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
ones
great,
upstairs are
but
a
the
lot
ones
better than
upstairs
the ones.
apparently
Yeah.
great.
The ones downstairs, I kept going to the wrong bathroom, kept trying to go into the disabled bathroom when I needed the ladies. So
Yeah.
It's one of those
Yeah.
things, isn't it?
Yeah,
They're strange because I think they're certainly probably in the past 10 years they've probably been refurbed about 3 or 4 times,
Yeah.
and every time they refurb them,
they're
you
just
keep
the same.
thinking, oh, they're going to be an improvement, and actually, it's
They're
still
not.
the same. And
It's like they take everything out and put everything back.
give it a
They
bit.
haven't done anything to it. It's just
Yeah,
like it's a
it's
refurb.
just-
We'll just
It's
take it
all
all
right,
out,
back again.
keep it all aside,
Yeah.
and go. Oh, we'll put the
It's
same
not
stuff
good.
back. No,
It's
just
not
Replace anything that's broken.
Yeah,
That was a bit of
bizarre
glue.
one.
I'm trying to think
dear.
of the
I
others.
think in Epcot,
There's some down by the bus stops at Epcot,
Yeah,
Yes.
they're not
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
either.
there are.
There are.
which are usually fairly quiet because people are in a rush to get the bus.
Yeah, but again, it's that bit where because anyone coming in from resort on the bus has been holding it in for ages, they're desperate to go on the way in, and actually you can imagine the conversation. And no offense,
We are
to
not
anyone,
stopping. We're going. We're going to the
Yeah.
park.
And then it's that bit on the way back. Do you want to go potty before we get on the bus? Right? Because and I'm not being offensive to any of our American viewers, but that's
That's not a
obviously
phrase we use in the UK.
no,
don't.
no.
But I find it highly amusing every time. So
Yes.
that generally becomes a conversation piece for our family. Of it. Yeah. Do
Brilliant.
you want to go potty? No, I don't want to go potty. Should we go potty? Should we go potty?
Particularly
before
when
we
it's
get on the bus?
adults, it just cracks me up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one of
Yeah.
those phrases that is not. It doesn't translate at all. It's
No.
not. It's
No.
not
No.
Probably because we have about 20 different phrases for it. That
Right.
I think that's exactly it.
Yeah.
But yeah, those toilets in particular for me tend to get that bit. Everyone coming in, toilet, everyone going back out, toilet, and it's just it just doesn't, and it doesn't seem to get that sort of that. I might be wrong. It doesn't seem to get the cleaning regime. Never seemed to be the best at those ones.
The other one I think can be quite busy for the, especially by the festivals. The ones near where World Showcase and Future World meet. So
the refreshment.
Those relatively new ones. They can be quite busy.
Where the
sort of food
old new Starbucks, these new old Starbucks,
like temporary Starbucks.
Yeah.
They're quite nice.
They're quite nice though.
Better than the old ones.
Busy.
Oh
Not
yeah,
much nicer than the old ones.
They can be quite busy.
And relatively clean though.
Yeah.
Even though they can be a bit busy.
I think we've exhausted Epcot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but strangely enough, I think it's a really good opportunity since we're in Epcot to remind people it's the first of the month, and we've got a brand new podcast that's out today. Yeah, and we're talking about food and wine because we like to talk about food and wine, and obviously, if you have too much food and too much wine, then you end up doing shows like this, talking about toilets.
Talking of wine.
Yay!
Depends on the beer.
We have food, but
now I've got the wine.
Make sure you download the podcast because it is really funny. There's some really, really good bits in it, and it's
it was such a fun
I've got
show.
to say, it was. It was good.
If you've got 90 minutes spare after you finish the show tonight, head over. It might appear on the next video that YouTube recommends.
Never know.
You never know.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
Go on, John. Where are we going next? Where are we going to go?
Take a walkway around to Hollywood Studios.
Let's go to the studios just because I started the show by saying let's be positive, and every single time we go to a different park, I always go for the worst possible choice. Yeah, worst toilets in the whole of Walt Disney World are on the entrance to the studios on the right hand side. They just even if you're desperate, just hold it in.
Go
and
to
just
the ones
keep walking,
outside the gate.
walking.
Yeah,
it's the most horrible place. It's not good.
The ones near the food market give it a run for its money, though.
Oh yes, step back. They're always really busy.
They are
really busy. Yeah.
If you can hold it for a few more minutes, walk down to the end of the road. The ones outside Tower of Terror are really quite nice.
See? There's an alternative.
There is always a nicer alternative option.
I think that's it,
2 minutes walk away.
In terms of theming, the ones in Galaxy's Edge are incredible.
No, there you go.
I remember when we did the show 4 years ago. Not all of us had been to Galaxy's Edge at that point, and I said like how good they were, and it was. I'm glad, Claire, that you agree.
They're great, and actually, I love some of the newer loos. I've got. I love the water trough hand washing stations rather than individual sinks. It gives more space, and I think that the theming inside of those loos in Galaxy's Edge is just brilliant. It's so well done. It's totally in line with everything around it. They're great. They're always clean.
Yeah. And there's enough stalls in there that it's not usually too busy either.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've only been in the girls. I haven't been in the gents. So, but I think the only thing is that area gets a little bit congested where people are waiting for people going in the loo. So there's like the droid bit on one side, isn't there? And then
you've got also a couple of water refill stations as well.
So it is a little bit congested around. It feels like a bit of a bottleneck at that point. But it's not the toilet issue. It's just a people issue, I think.
This is the toilet you were looking for.
And there's some over by the market area, isn't there?
Yeah.
On the other side of Ronto Roasters. So
and I think the theming inside is similar.
Yeah.
What about the toilet still there underneath Pizza Rizzo as well? Because Yeah, they are. But when you're sat having a beer at the baseline tap, they come in very handy at times.
Handy.
The ones opposite are
There are
nearer.
nicer ones.
Yeah, there are
Yeah.
no
They've got some new nice ones.
There we go.
Pretty
That's
much
what we want.
opposite.
Yeah.
Star Tours. Because the other year, we came out of Star Tours, Ben needed to go to the bathroom. So he walked all the way down to the ones by the Muppets. Despite the fact that there was literally ones opposite, because they were that new, we didn't realise they were there.
Yeah.
Right.
They are there. They are.
Because I walked back and you were with Marcus, and it's
I was
like,
like,
wonder
where
where.
have you gone?
They were right there. The ones in Toy Story Land,
Good
they're
theming.
really brilliantly themed. I think that
Yeah.
inside they're fairly minging, but the theming is brilliant.
They're very
I like
busy
the
as
use of-
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're the only loos in that area, which is
Yeah.
unless
The
you
only
go
one you got
to
are just outside Toy Story Land and the bit where
the
the Pixar
corner.
place was.
Yeah.
Which are
opposite
probably,
one
And
man
again,
street.
Yeah.
probably on the same
Yeah.
level as the ones by the food market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can avoid.
It's just as well there's not a lot of good places to eat in Hollywood Studios.
I feel like on today,
requirements-
what we need to do
The
is
requirements
we,
to frequent is not as high.
we need to create a list. Like, I don't know, I'll put a PDF together with like ones that we've recommended, our best and worst guides.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Well,
Some
you
words
can
we
always do what we did when we were fed up with Hollywood Studios one day last time. Jump on the Skyliner and go to Riviera.
Not if you need the toilet that badly.
Well, yeah, not that bad.
Do they have loos at the Skyliner stations? Just wondered. I haven't been to the Skyliner. So
I
do they
don't
have-
know if they. I think they've got them at the Caribbean Beach one because it's the hub.
but not
And
at
the
the
other-
Hollywood
the other
Studios
ones
the
end.
other ones.
There's
Oh,
there are
just
some near the
yeah.
Hollywood Studio bus stops.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
probably
There are,
there.
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
some just
And there's
around the corner.
those toilets at the International Gateway at Epcot as well, which
There are.
which
Yes, there are.
can be can be quite useful, I must admit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Have we missed any in
generally
Hollywood Studios?
the road less travelled there.
Um,
I don't know. The studios is just like it's one of those places. I think there are toilets.
quite a
in
few
the
terrible ones,
ABC
but they're all-
commissary- yeah,
they're all
at the
same level.
Yeah,
There's not
Yeah, we
many
have
great
missed some.
ones.
ABC
Which ones have we
commissary.
missed, Peter? Tell us
Peter,
which
go
ones
on.
we've missed.
The ones in the show. What's it called?
The Beauty and the Beast.
No.
No.
Fantastic.
Oh, Fantasmic.
Phantasmic.
Oh, they're massive.
Yeah.
They
I've
are,
never
yeah.
seen
Yeah.
so many
They are,
toilets in
yes,
one place.
They are. They're massive. Yeah.
They have to be the amount of people that go and see Phantasmic.
Indeed,
One
yeah.
show.
And
I
when
used
you
to-
consider people are going to be there for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was really
Yeah.
surprised. That's the first time I'd been in those in March, even though I'd been to Fantastic. I didn't go in when we were in Fantastic in October, in December. And then I walked in, I was like, oh my God, this is like the TARDIS. You
Yeah.
walk in and there's just like loo after loo after loo. There were so many.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can go in and out both ends, which was also
Yeah.
Are you allowed to say
Appropriate.
that?
interesting.
Yes.
Oh, well.
It's only taken 4 minutes for you to crack on that.
Some imagination.
Yes.
It's like the rubber marks got the floors in Toy Story restaurants
Yeah.
always sticky, and I don't know why.
It's the
No
children
why.
spilling their drinks, Marks.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
what it
yes.
is. It is.
That's what it is.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Children
Yeah.
should not be drinking drinks in a bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the thing to remember, Mark, is always make sure if you're wearing shoes with laces, make sure that there's no part of your lace just dragging behind you.
No.
Just saying, handy hint and tip there for anyone who is,
Yeah.
just wondering. Yeah, don't get your
Sanitise
laces done.
everything.
Yeah. Right, Animal Kingdom. Come on, we're doing great for time so far.
Yeah.
We are.
Because
Disney
we're
Springs
gonna-
and the resorts to go yet, John.
And
I
Disney
know,
Springs.
but we've done quite well so far, so this is good. So, Animal
All right.
Kingdom, tell me where are you going? Animal
Pandora.
Pandora.
I nearly swore there as well. I'm doing very well so far tonight. And before anyone says, it is after 9 in the UK, but not in America. So I'm
Yes.
still on best behaviour.
You're still on the naughty step, being on your best behaviour.
I know that's fine. I know my
We don't
place.
mind.
That's it.
I haven't
Pandora,
done Flight of Passage yet. Is it
You
those?
don't
ones
get
with
these
the-
toilets
We're
aren't
going
made
into the world, not the bathrooms, not the ride.
They're not in
Fine.
I mean,
Yeah.
if
No,
the
no, no,
bathroom
no,
is
no,
a
no,
flight
no.
of passage, we don't
Oh.
want to know.
One of
Yeah.
the rides has toilets in it.
Yeah, flight of passage.
Yes.
They're not
A flight
brilliant.
passage,
The ones
yeah,
in
okay.
Pandora
Okay,
Land,
right, okay, yeah,
on
yeah.
the other hand.
Okay, yeah.
They're
I love
okay,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably
Yeah,
put
yeah.
them just on not. If Galaxy's Edge ones are here, the Pandora ones are just underneath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Galaxy's Edge ones have got slightly better theming.
What about the ones around in the Africa area, in the main thoroughfare?
I
Um,
look
Harambe.
Oh,
Yeah. because the actual
You
actual
see?
theming around there, they are true to the African theme as well. I would hasten to add.
I'm not sure what
They're
you
not-
mean by that, John.
they're
No,
not
they
great.
are. They are because they just smell.
It means they
absolute-
smell when they're
yeah,
busy.
Yeah, they smell. They're
Yeah.
They're
busy.
really
They're not
busy.
particularly
It smells
good.
like we're on safari already.
Yeah,
And it's worth mentioning.
that's the way. That's the way to describe it, Ben. Well done.
Yeah. It is worth mentioning, in case anyone hadn't noticed, I'm sure that all the people in the chat and us guys know this, that all the bathrooms in Animal Kingdom have metal doors on the outside.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever noticed that. They all have,
Yeah.
rather than open walkways in, they all have a door that closes and it's a metal door. Just in case any livestock should escape. Makes it a secure area. So if you hadn't
Okay,
noticed
yeah.
that, you will do next time.
Go.
That's the right part.
And you'll also make sure that the door closes behind you.
Yes.
I'd say-
Not for those ones in Africa you won't, because everybody's standing in the blooming door.
Right, they're all propping it open, so
Yeah.
standing in the queue.
My
The
mind's
ones-
going to just watching Jumanji now. It's
the
like animal storming for Animal
loos
Kingdom.
near Kilimanjaro, no, I don't mean that. Loos near the back of the Yak and Yeti quick service.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're all right,
Then.
rather than
Yeah.
the ones
They're
on the
okay.
walkway down to.
The ones on on
Yes.
the walkway are very, very busy, and actually
Yeah.
they're the ones that you actually, you best kind of keep walking because there's generally always a queue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can just
I
nip
have
in the back
I
there.
had I had a very strange memory of my first experience of those ones at the back of Yak and Yeti, in that I went in to use the loo and didn't realise that there was a CM in there cleaning. So I, came out to allow her to finish cleaning, and she turned around and smiled and said, "Have a magical day." And I thought, wasn't really expecting that in the loo.
Oh, that's a really interesting point. Do you
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me being extremely British. Do you always say thank you to the class members who are custodial, who are cleaning the loos? If you're in and someone's
Yes.
cleaning, I
Yeah.
always say thank you to them
Absolutely.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're doing a great job. Or maybe that's just
Yeah.
me being very British.
No, I think yeah. Anyone in the chat, let us know what you do because actually, it's one of those. It is a British thing, isn't it? And it's one of those, appreciation of people who are doing the job that you
Absolutely.
perhaps don't particularly want to do yourself. So
No.
What are the loos in Dino Land like? Oh, there's some around the back of what's the restaurant?
Restaurant Soros.
Yeah, there's some around the far back end of Restaurantosaurus, isn't there? Literally where the characters
haven't
come
used
out.
them.
Actually, used
Okay.
the ones.
No,
No.
the ones that stick in my mind are the ones by the Finding Nemo show.
Oh, I don't think I've been in
always best avoided when the show comes out. I've always
Exactly,
found.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you time it right and you go between shows, it's always it's actually it's another place that a lot of people who walk past it they don't
Yeah.
actually know.
there.
But again, if it's raining, those toilets seem to get an awful lot of footfall simply because the tree cover there is pretty good as well. So
Yeah.
it's a place where people congregate. And
See, the ones I
It's-
find busy are the ones by Expedition Everest.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're always
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah.
There's lots of people waiting, and I think they
Even
take
when
the
there's first,
opportunity to pop in while they're
and
waiting.
there's a
for
place to
someone.
buy ice creams nearby, and there's just so many sort of places
Yeah.
that
yeah,
just everyone is
yeah.
just hanging
They're not a
around.
great place.
Yeah.
There's some as you're walking through the Discovery Island section in the centre. You know where the bands play. If you come up towards Tree of Life but hang a right,
Yes.
and the bands and the entertainers
Ah,
on that
yeah,
little
yeah,
stage.
yeah.
There's
I
some
know where
just
you are.
past there on the right hand
Yes.
side. They're usually fairly quiet, I think.
Because
There's
nobody
not-
knows that. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's
Usually
kind
don't
of-
go
there's a
halfway.
there's a recurring theme here, isn't there? Though, because
Yeah.
actually, it's basically go to the places less well travelled, and actually go to the places just off the beaten, off that sort of busy hub of each part of the parks and things like that.
Yeah.
You will get a much better experience. Unless you're the type of person who enjoys going to a toilet that's exceptionally busy, smelly, etc. And who knows? Some people might.
And we're now saying we're now going to do a post about the secret toilets of Walt Disney World.
But yeah,
and there are ones.
Animal Kingdom's a strange place, though, isn't it? Because actually, there's not a lot, and some of the best toilets basically go to the food places because actually, that's the best option in some ways from experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Shall we dare? I'm aware. I'm just trying to move us on very quickly. What's your experiences at Disney Springs? Because actually, if you go back about 10 to 15 years, some of the places, if you're in World of Disney, the toilets in the back of there were perhaps the only ones that you could find, because the rest of the place was just like a complete building site, and you weren't capable of actually going anywhere else. In the days before multi-story car parks and lights telling you where there was a space to park your car.
I think there's only one that I'd avoid at Disney Springs, and it's not far from Goofy's. It's down that end of Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Is it the side of the Christmas shop?
Yeah.
Oh, they're awful.
They're the only ones that I would avoid.
Are they the ones that used to be right next to Wolfgang Puck Express?
Yes. Those ones.
Yeah.
Last time we went, that's where you had to go into Disney Springs if you came by boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had to go through the security.
Through the security,
Yeah.
What, by the toilet?
You couldn't just walk in where you
had to
did
walk
before.
by and the Christmas.
Oh dear.
Shop.
Yeah.
I think there's lots of reasonably good loos. The ones near Blaze are okay. The ones towards Planet Hollywood area,
the ones near the Welcome Centre.
Yeah, they're all fairly standardly
But
good.
But again, it goes back to that new build sort of thing as well, isn't it? Because when they actually redid it, what they actually thought of is the fact that if we're putting all these sort of truck food and
food trucks,
and actually you need an awful lot more than was certainly than was previously.
Absolutely. There's certainly Polite Pig, aren't there? I'm trying to remember.
Yes, around the back of there. Yes, when you come out of the orange garage. Yeah. Oh, and I'll tell you where it's got amazing loos is right. So we went here for brunch. The food was not good. The experience, I haven't been back. However, I have got photos of the loos. Actually, I'll put them in the.
I knew you would. I see.
Right, it's just one of those things because we went to the loo and I was like, oh, these are nice, and that's in Maria and Enzo's. So I love the theming of Maria and Enzo's, like the old Pan Am Lounge, and it's like this airport. It's so beautiful in there, and they've got their secret first class lounge area, which is. You go downstairs and then it's like tucked in around the back corner and you can get selected to go into the first class lounge area, which is rather exclusive. The loos are very pleasant. So I do actually have photos of it. Only because we went in the morning.
That past week, Claire.
We didn't get selected to go in the first class lounge.
First class.
Yeah, that wasn't for us.
Nice toilets. Just saying.
Also, next to that is the Amazon, and they have very nice toilets as well.
Okay. And the boathouse loos are good as well. Actually, they've got cool fish on the wall. They're always very clean. It's a bit dark in there, but it's a very, very nice loo. I think some of the restaurants have got better loos than.
They have.
House of Blues has some very cool stuff on the wall.
Yes.
So maybe that's the plan when you're in Disney Springs to go and use the loos while you're having something to eat.
Okay.
Well, the public loos are just corporate, really. They're not anything.
As long as they're clean and they don't smell, I don't mind.
Yeah.
I think they're very well maintained.
Has anyone ever been into To the
And
loos
there's no one there taking photos of you when you're going into the toilet.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no fingers pointing like
the toilet was it was empty when we went in. I wouldn't take a picture of a loo with somebody else in it. What about is it the T-Rex cafe?
I've never been in the T-Rex
No,
So
cafe.
I've never been in there, but I just wonder if anyone in the chat's been in there, because I have this view that the loo is probably on the same level as maybe Chef Mickey's or Cafe Mickey's.
I would
I
think
think
be on
it's-
the same level as
Rainforest.
Yeah,
Because
I
it's
have
the
this vision
same-
of it because there's lots of small people that go into. Is it T-Rex Cafe? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
T-Rex, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just,
Yeah.
I just think it probably is fairly awful.
It smells
if anyone-
prehistoric.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey!
Yeah, I'm not sure it's somewhere I'd want to go
No.
for lots of all the reasons.
Yeah.
What about resorts?
Yeah, I
Well,
think that's what I was about to say, Jill. I think it's a really good thing to pop up with, just with the thought. We're not going to go through every single resort.
No.
It's not humanly possible given the
I don't think we've been to
constraints.
all of them.
Yeah,
We've
but
had a
is there
good-
any,
Sounds like a
If
challenge.
if
Yeah.
there's any resort restroom that stands out to you guys, I'm going to go around each of you. I'm going to start us off because I must admit, the toilets at Sonar, given the fact, given
That
the
was what
fact,
we were
Yes.
going to say, John. They are amazing.
Yeah.
And Betsy,
Epic.
and you kept that picture right up your sleeve there, and I didn't know that was coming up. There you go. You read
They're
me mind.
so
Look at
good.
that,
They smell so nice.
aren't they? They're just beautiful. They really are.
That's how I
So-
want our bathroom themed at home.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know how they keep it smelling so nice when everyone eats the bread service. It's
Yeah.
It's probably just like a wax melt or air freshener
I'm
just
sure.
left in the corner.
Let's see if you
Yeah.
can buy the wax melt.
You
Sonar
can.
toilets.
Yeah.
it's not toilets. Yeah, you can definitely get the
There
Kidani.
we go. Hang on. There's an opportunity there because actually, speaking of wax melts, etc. So we've already talked about Portwood Travel, who are friends of the show. We've also got another friend of the show who actually offers. There you go. Look at that. Magic Part Sense. 10% off if you use the code GB Mickey Waffle.
That was
I
smooth,
never-
John.
And they do
So-
do
Yeah.
looking
Do you know?
good
Do you know? I'm sat here thinking, hey, look at that. I couldn't even. You can't even do that. That's just
That was so good.
It's only taken us 4.5 years.
We're getting there.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
You nearly think we were nearly professional.
No, you wouldn't.
Maybe.
We're talking about toilets. No, you wouldn't.
Yeah. Oh.
So who's next,
Right,
John?
so, go on, Peter. Resort, favorite toilet, and you're
Oh.
not allowed. If anyone ever heard this, Peter, you're not allowed to talk about your Disney cruise toilet.
I was thinking about that
Yeah.
today. Yes.
Don't mention it because
Not going
you
to
need
say
to-
it, no.
everyone needs to go and listen to the podcast or watch it on the YouTube channel because it was
Yes.
one of the funniest moments of that episode.
Was
yes.
it? I think it was on the bloopers show as
April
well.
20.
It was still true.
Yeah, it was true. It was true. I'll back that up.
I think that
Anyway.
was probably the first time we were on the naughty step with Claire with that. as
Oh,
well. It's
sure it
just like-
was.
Sorry, Peter. Resort toilet.
Anyway, I'm going to go with the contemporary, the newer ones.
Oh, okay.
Because contemporary is a nice place. If Magic Kingdom gets too much for you, it's very easy to escape to contemporary, and they're really nice toilets as well. And if you can hold it, it's not too far to go. You can make it, just about. So long as you don't get the monorail.
I feel like I want to sing Moana. How far you'll go.
The journey of water.
Yeah, right.
Isn't that the new Moana experience at Epcot?
Yeah.
Are there loos there? I really hope there are.
There must be.
Really, really
There
hope there
must
are.
be.
But no, the
Nobody's quoted Jungle Cruise yet.
I've got this vision of you walking out of Magic Kingdom down the walkway towards Contemporary.
Quicker.
With that, you know, that little walk that people do when they're absolutely
The monorail's closed. You can't get the bus. It's like you have to walk.
And yes, nobody's mentioned the classic Jungle Cruise joke about inspiring you to go. So you know,
No, seriously, it's
it is. It's gorgeous.
If you're taking a break from Magic Kingdom and you want to get out, Contemporary's really near, and the bathrooms are really nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Well rescued.
Oh,
There you go. Jill, what about you? Quick, move on.
We need to get a contract somewhere. Yeah.
Ken, thank you.
Oh,
We do.
right.
Well,
I
have a
am going to
contract
go
out
a
with
little-
us.
I'm going to go a little bit further. I'm going to go to Wilderness Lodge. Just because
So you have to wait for a.
Wait for a boat.
A boat, yeah.
Well,
They're
that
just
water,
really
it's not a good
nice.
idea.
They're just really nice and peaceful. And
Yeah.
again, you've got a
Yeah.
lovely smell. I don't know
Which
what
ones?
fragrance
Are you
is in
talking
there.
about the ones near Artist
The ones
Point,
by
or-
Whispering Canyon? Strangely enough,
Oh, okay, yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you mean.
okay.
As soon as you walk through the
yeah.
the
And
Into the
there's
lobby.
a water bottle refill station right next to them as well, which is useful.
So most of the loos now, the big sets of toilets, so certainly the ones at Connections Cafe, they have water bottle refill stations.
Yeah.
The water doesn't actually taste any better than the stuff that came out of the fountains, but it is a bit colder.
yeah.
It is.
And
I
it's a
think
bit
I still
easier
would-
to fill up your bottle as well.
I would still
Yeah.
choose to go and get a cup of iced water from the quick service that
Yeah.
I
doesn't
don't
taste
know.
it.
I have to admit, there's some we've had from the quick service that feel like they've been out there too long and they've just put ice, retop the ice in top of it. That some of them taste as bad as the fountains.
Yeah.
But
It's water.
Yeah,
It's
well,
necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still better than buying a bottle of Dasani water.
Well, it's the same.
Oh,
water, isn't it?
crumbs,
That's the,
yeah.
that's the stuff from the
$6.
toilet.
it's called recycling.
Yeah.
Neil and Karen, thank you for your comment on YouTube there as well. Yeah, bring it. See, look at bringing a sense of absolute realism back into the show instead of all this smut and cheap jokes about having to hang on and stuff like
To
that.
admit,
But
we
yeah.
picked those up.
I was going to say we've got some of those somewhere.
Yep.
Contemporary logo written on it.
Yeah,
You
they're,
can fill
they're
your,
good
fill your
souvenirs for the.
suitcase. That's why you take your suitcase. There's all the souvenirs of different things with logos and things like that.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Well, it's like the toilet
I'm
paper in the rooms at Riviera and Grand Floridian used to have the logos stamped on the end of the toilet roll.
They did. That's when they all had. I'm sitting here with a whole load of napkins and various things that John sent me from Disneyland Paris, sitting around me like that. Yeah, that's how it works. All the freebies are great.
Things
Yeah,
like that.
I've got them here. They're well used, but I've got them.
Yeah. It's really, really funny. Yeah.
Who's next,
just like
John?
that. I was just going to say, Peter. Look,
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
speaking
Umbrella.
of
Beer
well-used
bats,
beer mats. Yeah.
Yep.
There we go. Just subliminal advertising, the whole lot of it. Go on, Ben. Whereabouts are you taking us?
Well, obviously we've spoken about Sonara, and that was always the one that I'd choose to go to. But I'm trying to think. I think the best one's probably at Riviera. They smell nice. They're clean. There's quite a few different ones in the resort, but as soon as you get off the Skyliner and head straight to the resort, they're easily accessible.
Okay.
They're nicely themed. There's not much to them, but it's just simple, clean, and they smell nice.
I am looking forward to trying them out because I managed to pick up a reservation for Topolino's for breakfast. So
Ooh.
we will be going to the Riviera, and
Yes.
I shall go and check them out.
One's on the ground floor by Primo Piatto.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will take the recommendation and go and
That
see.
sounds good. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Anything else, Becca?
Ones at Coronado Springs are quite nice.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's it.
I've never been to Coronado Springs,
No.
so no.
Yeah, that's
In the tower?
But I think as well though,
Also
that's the thing.
ones at the old
The
reception.
Catitas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, in the
Near-
lobby by Panchitos.
near the old lobby, near
Oh.
Panchitos. They're usually really quiet. They're usually really quiet. really clean, and
Yeah.
like someone said earlier, but a lot of the moderates and deluxe resorts in the ladies' toilets they'll have ladies sanitary product.
Yeah, free sanitary products, which I think is fantastic. Actually, it's really good.
That's progress as well. Yeah,
definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you also get auto scenting in the moderates and deluxe bathrooms as well.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah, because you've also
By
got
surprise when you sat in the loo that takes you by surprise and it goes in the background. That's what you what was that? We've all been there.
Which is nearly as big as a surprise as the one where you just can't. Yeah, when you kind of move, you've got a shimmy, and actually
the flush.
it thinks you moved, and you suddenly get your backside washed.
That's what we talked about. Do you remember the conversation about the park maps?
Oh, yes. Why park map should be in your park bag?
Why the next park map to cover the sensor for small
That's going to be coming up in a show very soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
Oh, brilliant. So, Claire, any places resort-wise that we've missed?
So I was going to say Gran Destino Tower, because actually the multi-level ones at Gran Destino Tower, whether you're in Barcelona Lounge, on the lobby, or up in Dahlia, they're all amazing. And they smell great. They're themed beautifully. They're really, obviously they're fairly new, but they're well maintained. And so like the hand soap and stuff is fab. It's so lovely. They're really, really nice. I think the other place that I always think should be worse than it is, and they do a really good job of maintaining it, are the ones just before Captain Cook's in the Polynesian. Because there's quite a lot of traffic that goes through there.
So
like the ones by Ahana are fairly grim, but if you just go downstairs, the ones between the Boutique and Captain Cook's are usually really nice. So I'm always surprised at how nice they are. But the one, see, I'm just being cheeky now. The ones at the yacht club, John.
That's the one I was keeping up my sleeve for the last.
In the lobby. So in the lobby, turn left, turn right.
Yeah.
They're super quiet and they're great. Really
Well,
good. They're a bit of a walk if you're in Avon Compass, but you know, it's not the end of the world.
They're also a really good place if it's your last day and you're before you maybe you've lost your room, you're trying to get changed and stuff like that. They're so clean, they actually feel quite comfortable and they're actually just getting changed ready to get to the airport and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they are possibly one of the as toilets go, they are top of the list as far as cleanliness is concerned.
I think the ones near Cape May Cafe are always a bit ropey. They're always clean, but they're not anything special.
Yeah, but it's footfall though, isn't it?
And the ones near the lobby off the boardwalk, I know have just recently had a refurb, which I'm slightly disappointed by because that wallpaper makes me laugh. I'm really sorry if anyone.
I think that wallpaper is not in there anymore.
No, so that wallpaper also was in the ladies' toilet, and if anyone's, I know we're at 9:30, 20 to 10.
I think medically driven. I think that's
medically driven
wallpaper
in the ladies' league. I've actually got a photo where I've taken a photo because I was laughing so much about it, and I think I sent it to a number of you and said, "Look at this wallpaper."
But the thing is, Claire, though, I'm not medically driven, and I can see that.
It's so funny.
I can see that. I've got it.
Yes, it does kind of.
It's
biology homework.
It's brilliant.
Biology homework. Yes.
Absolute kudos to the Imagineer that chose that wallpaper. Well done. The ones I'll tell you where else is good is the ones that the what's it called? The Abracadabra bar.
Oh, okay.
They're very cool as well because they're well themed.
Are they magic?
They are magic. They share them with Trattoria Al Forno, but they're quite cool as well.
Okay,
cool. So around Crescent Lake is a good place for the loo, apparently.
Yeah. It is, yes.
It appears so.
Because you buy water.
Yeah.
Dear. Right.
I'm just slightly worried about being near the Abracadabra in case you went in there and were never seen again.
Yeah. Who knows?
I'm just going to put this comment on the screen. This is just one, so you can go watch
Yes.
or listen to The Backside of Water, where we talk about more bathrooms, and you can hear about Peter's experience on was it Disney Magic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once heard, never forgotten.
It's positive. Very positive.
It's very positive.
It is, but it's a giggle fest. It really is.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Tim.
Yay.
Oh, excellent.
You just made it.
Just
Oh,
made it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Do you know what? I'm so excited by all the friends we've got in the chat tonight. I'm like
It's
Mark
been
and
brilliant.
Mark.
Yeah.
Not Marky Mark, that's somebody else. Mark and Mark. And it's so great to see you both in the chat. We haven't seen you for a little while, so it's lovely to see you with us.
Yeah.
Colton hasn't been here.
No.
I wonder if he's
No.
eating lunch or.
But obviously
Maybe.
having a late lunch or an early lunch.
However,
few people-
Kenny's been with us for nearly the whole show.
Yes.
Fantastic.
My phone has gone absolutely mental, right? So after the show, I've got about 100 messages to reply to from him. The first one was, before you go live, I've just listened to this Springsteen album. What's your top 5 Springsteen? So I've got to think top 5 Springsteen albums, and then he's then probably done the thing all the way through the show of that is so funny and that is so this, and so we'll go there, things like that. But yeah, Kenny, thanks for joining us. It's appreciated because it's actually we get an absolute giggle out of doing this on a Wednesday night, and I think it's if we can relay some of that humor and some of that positivity to everybody who either listens, who watches, then even if we get like 1% of it, then it makes it so much worthwhile for us, because I say this all the time. If you didn't listen and you didn't watch, we would still do this anyway, because actually it doesn't half make a difference when you get halfway through the working week and you just feel as if you just need
it's like a Wednesday therapy session.
It is, yeah.
Right.
It's just having a giggle, and I think that is so important. Yeah, that's
Totally
true.
is. That's exactly what it is.
And I think it's really important that people have that ability to just plug into us and just say, join us every week, join us when you can, even if you're at work and you're in the States. We appreciate you being with us, because actually, it's like Ben said, we last talked about this 4 years ago, and it's just like, and it was a giggle then, it's a giggle now, and it's just like it all sort of comes back to you about how much of a journey we've all been on in actually making this show. So thank you for joining us, but also make sure you keep joining us, because actually, like I said, podcast out today, which is well worth listening to. Make sure you download podcasts from podcast provider of choice. And we've also got loads and loads of other stuff coming up, which no doubt Ben has either got a video for or not got a video for. So
here we go.
Have you got a video, Ben?
I have a video.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. Do it. I'm going to reverse order. That bark roll sounds a good one. Yeah. Bark roll.
You're going to talk about it. I'm going to do it.
Count me in.
I'm going to watch it. I'm just going to go real time and just go around the monorail while you're talking about it.
Well, if it's anything like the podcast we did, the Skyliner Crawl. Podcast we did
That's
a
it.
few years back.
You guys just talk. I'll jump on the monorail and I'll go to each of those places and do it in real time. And see how far I
And we're
get.
excluding
Don't go charging expenses though, Claire, because you won't be getting nothing from us.
I'll put it on the Amex.
And how appropriate that we should be trailing a Lou show. after today.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Who doesn't
Now-
want to?
Now that I thought that was letting the cat out of the bag there, because Claire and I have been so good at not
Not
mentioning
saying
that,
it.
haven't we? We've
I
kept
know.
it to ourselves,
Yeah.
and then Ben just
You just threw it in.
Yeah.
Just seeing if anyone
Yeah.
noticed.
Anyone noticed?
Yeah.
See if you're all awake.
Yeah,
Mid-month
Yes.
show already
Oh,
recorded. Blue
It's in the
Mongello.
bag.
Back
Yeah.
with the
We
Great
didn't
British
mention to
Mickey
Lou that
Waffle.
he stole our idea to do a toilet show. But we did have.
But he did. He did
did, just
steal
saying.
the idea. But
He did.
But we did have the most fantastic chat with him about his experiences at Disneyland Paris this year. And we were able to share some stuff that he didn't know, which was it
Wow.
felt ever so slightly epic. But the 15th
just wait. Just count how many times Claire goes. Kitchen.
in case you didn't know, in case you wanted something
Competitive Claire.
It's not competitive, it's about sharing the love of Disneyland Paris with a friend.
And we're going to
yeah,
do something
so-
special when that show comes out on the 16th of August. We're not going to have a regular live show. We're going to do a live watch of the Lou Mangello episode.
Oh, cool.
So we'll have something slightly different. So we'll all be in the chat as normal. Feel free to comment, and we're going to watch that episode live.
That sounds
Don't worry,
good.
it is only an hour long. So
Yeah.
No.
I won't be
It's
watching
not-
live. I'll be on an
Which should be good
aeroplane.
because it'll say, yeah, I'll be in Spain. So I'm
Ooh.
yeah. I'll need to find some really dodgy Wi-Fi because I don't find well.
Not at my house anymore.
Normally,
No.
you'd say go to
I'll be in
Claire's.
I'll be in McDonald's or something, try and get Wi-Fi so we can be in the chat.
Try
I'll have
Starbucks.
the
Easy to
I'll have
have
the
decent
airline
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. I'll be British Airways Wi-Fi going.
Very nice.
So
That
great
sounds
fun.
good. And that's it, because actually John, we might not all be here every single week, but when we are, it doesn't matter who's here. We're here every Wednesday, and we actually, we just share a nice little bit of waffle. And do you know something? If you've missed any of what's gone before, YouTube channel, go there, website gbmickeywaffle.com. Go in there as well, because there's loads of other stuff, but there's also links to people who can help you plan a holiday for yourself. So we've got Portwood Travel, who are very, very helpful, and would very much like you to get in touch with them. We've got Magic Park Sense, who will give you a discount. Maybe when you come back from your holiday and you want that real smell of the hotel that you've stayed in. Obviously maybe not the Rosen Inn, but they do. They do the Disney resort smells, and they are absolutely superb. But you can get a discount by using the link that we've shared, and we've also got a link on our website to attraction tickets, who will give you a discount on your attraction tickets, or they will certainly sell you attraction tickets at a very competitive price. So we've got all of that going on, apart from what we just chat about as well. So bear it in mind. You want to get in touch with us? Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at GB Mickey Waffle, and we'll share loads of stuff. But more importantly, get in touch with us and join us in the Wafflers' arms, because occasionally, probably at the end of the working day when I can actually use my phone and it's not banished to the glove box and things like that. It's quite nice to actually just check in with everybody, join in this chat, and actually see what exciting things are coming up. And that's been good.
loads of fun. I'm going to share some photos of toilets in the Waffles arms. I've taken.
But not male toilets. I've been keeping a list. A number of times that you mentioned, but not male toilets. You see, Claire.
Yeah, well, you know what? I have to say, when Lou did his show, he had nothing.
Yeah.
It was only the gents he talked about, because he didn't have any females or
No.
those identifying as female on
Missed
the show. So he couldn't
yes.
talk about
Missed
the ladies
opportunity.
at all.
Missed
Yeah.
opportunity.
You
There you go. You see,
I could have helped him.
Can I just point something out?
you can, Peter. Go on.
We never did talk about the tangled toilets.
No,
No, we didn't.
Well, everybody knows.
Everyone talks about
So there you
tangled
go.
toilets.
Yep.
Yes.
I think we talked about that on the episode.
We definitely
from
talked about
April
him on the-
2020.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
not
probably
many
made them
of us
10
remember April
10 times.
2020.
10 times more popular now than they were back in.
Mm.
Back
And
when we
yes,
talked
that's
about
great
them.
news about Robin. If you,
Yeah.
Robin, if you watch this at any point, glad to know that you're home.
Yay.
Really great.
And
Yay.
also,
Great
yeah,
news.
and also, yeah, we send you all our love, Robin, because actually,
Yeah.
you know, I've got to say, I really admire your bravery.
Yep.
Even after everything I've been through, it's just the fact that you're putting it all up on your socials. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never.
Yeah, we're not telling you anything that she's not sharing herself, but
No,
I thought
yeah,
it was
it's
yeah.
so it is so lovely, and actually, you know, so
Yeah.
I just her bravery and
Keep the
yeah,
positivity coming.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's an absolutely fantastic thing. So, again, thanks to everyone in the chat, because actually, without you guys watching, yeah, and taking part in the show, we'd still do it. But hey ho.
You're talking to us now.
Yeah, and anyway, there's only one thing left to say, and I'm not. I actually put a thing on the end of the show outline, but I'm not allowed to say it, right?
No.
I've just read it.
So
No.
and yeah,
I
see,
haven't read it. I'll have to go and look at it. I haven't seen it.
Look who actually I put all this work into, so I put my thoughts down, you know. Yeah, so I won't say it, Ben. I honestly won't say it. I promise. But anyone who's watching, it's something that, yeah. No, I'm not even.
No.
No. Anyway, go listen to the new podcast. Just close to see it. Yeah. Until the next time.
Waffle on!
Waffle on.
Waffle on.